You know, for any of you who know me, I will never run away from my responsibility. I'm a member of the ad hoc committee, member of parliament, member of leader of the EFF, its member, and a family man. You see how many responsibilities I've explained to you, including the role I play internationally. When you are not even international, you're office bound. I don't know if you have an office or you are sharing that desk in the open thing. I'm not sure if you got a family or if in any of these responsibilities I explained to you. So all of these responsibilities are not going to drown because I'm sitting at the ad hoc committee. I've got a duty to all of this, including a duty to wear a hoodie and go to a school and watch my kids playing a play. I wanted to have a father do that to me. I never had it. And I'm going to do that to my children. That which I longed when I was a father, I will do it for my kids. And no animal is going to stand between me and my children. No one. Because when it comes to my children, I've got a duty to perform that. When it comes to the EFF, I've got a duty to perform that responsibility. When it comes to ad hoc committee, I've got a duty. Now, unlike ad hoc committee, in my family, in the EFF or everywhere else, I don't have an alternate. No. Unless there is an alternate in my family I don't know of. That I will not be held accountable for it. But as far as I'm concerned, I have no alternate. Now, I've got an alternate. If I'm not there, the EFF is there. And our alternate was there. The EFF was there. Leave this obsession with Malema and being pretentious that you like me when you don't like me. When I accepted to be a member, he's not giving other people a chance. Why is being a member? When I'm being a member, yeah, he must come every day. Why is he not here? Hey. I've got a colored lady with capacity, the DSG of the EFF. If you look at what she has done in that ad hoc committee, yeah, shame. She drew us some 10, 15 new votes of colors. Yeah, they like us now, right? EFF is very good with colors. I told her she must be a councillor in El Dorado Park because the West is so popular with colors now. How was she going to be in a position she is now if at times on critical matters she's not being given an opportunity to shine and show the capacity of the EFF? That these are not just token, they are women with capacity and they are able to confront hardened criminals and hold them accountable. And all of you here, no one can say that you doubt her capacity in that ad hoc committee. And suggesting why I was not there, as if she was not there, is belittling her and downgrading her and looking down on women and worse, a colored woman. The EFF was there, and therefore that question does not arise unless it's based on sexism and racism. Be careful what you are not asking when you ask that question, because there's something you're not asking. So I'm not scared of Sibiya. Sibiya is messed up. I don't know how Sibiya is going to come out of this one. And if Sibiya was a human being, firstly, he should not have challenged his suspension. Secondly, he should not be putting us through what he's putting us. By now, Sibiya should be packing and going home and negotiating his pensions. Because if he's going to take us this long, he must know he's eating on his pension. No government is going to pay his legal fees. By the time this thing comes to an end, they say he's guilty in all front. The bills are coming in, and the bills have to be paid by pensions. The pensions will have to be garnished. So it's not for me, it's for him and his wife and his family to take that decision. My guy, let's save what is left of this thing and see what else can be done. His performance in the absence of Malema was so poor in the other committee, extremely poor, and it exposed him. So why do you need Malema? Even in the absence of Malema, Sibiya still performs so bad. The other committee still exposes him. Shame, you know, if Malema was there, it was going to be worse than that. That's what you missed, I understand, but the man still hasn't performed well in the absence of Malema. So if you thought I was staying away because I was rescuing him, or if I stayed away because I wanted to rescue him, it didn't help. It didn't serve any purpose. The guy performed very badly. You know, Ntigi, we are part of the globe. Globalization, it was not of our own design, but the world evolved to become a globe. And these multinational forums where we're able to express our views, whether we're being heard or not, make a space for us to go and articulate our views. We ought to utilize those forums. Let's take, for instance, the UN. It's one body which is a very good idea, ideally, but in practice, the big brothers don't take anything it says serious. You bomb UN missions in Palestine. You bomb people who are going to supply food. UN missions. Who are we in the bigger scheme of things? The G20 helps us to engage in global economic matters, to express what could be alternative ways to can get the world better. The G20 that emanates out of the 2008 banking crisis, which plugged the world into an economic crisis, and was trying to find an alternative platform international where such things can be avoided, is now being utilized by a fascist of note to settle political scores. So you will know, Ntigi, that where we are not wanted, that's where we are going actually. There where America doesn't want us, that's where we want to go. Because it doesn't matter, we want to express our views. It doesn't matter how much veto powers they've got in the Security Council. We want to sit as a permanent member of the Security Council and challenge this thing of veto powers. We know we're not wanted there, but we want to sit there. We're not going to retreat about that. We're not going to retreat that because we're not the G20 necessarily. There's no one who doesn't want us in the G20 except this fool. It's this guy who's got a problem with us, and by extension America. And America is not a G20. We are a founding member of the G20, and no one is going to push us away. We are going to mobilize international communities to condemn Trump's action. We still have a year where we need to mobilize communities. I want to say it here without any fear of contradiction. Ramaphosa handled this saga very well. If it was me, it would have been worse. He did. That's what you see, that's the thing with diplomacy and radicalism and all of that. You ought to strike a balance. The guy handled that thing very well, very successfully, in a situation where he was confronted by serious hostility. It's not easy to fight America. It has never been easy.